Some animals, domestic ones, become human beings in abundance. If you want to know, the good thing that she's got human. Next time she's training in this one. And then she knows something. I talked about that. She knows something. So we're having the whole chat. It's a kid. It's a kid. Yeah, it's a kid. Can you see what? Yeah.
出てくるんですよ。こんにちは。いや、昨日急に聞いたんだよ。
今朝の急に話。
そうそう。
Yeah,
exactly. So you can't speak properly.
Did you see him? Did you see him? Still paralyzed,
Yeah, he set it up.
Susan is very careful. We should be very careful.
Because the infection is really bad. Yeah. With the headaches and stuff, it's not good.
Most of the physical problems you can heal by yourself just by sleeping well.
Yeah, of course.
But toothache can't be healed.
No, and it's poisonous.
How long you are sleeping?
Yeah, and it can be poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Should we do your report? Something to us? Right. So how long is this lecture?
Okay, shall we start now?
Yeah.
So first of all, let us recite 2 words spoken by Buddha together. The 2 words spoken by Buddha. They are used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy, and Buddha's energy has made human history. Until it is applied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven through the prism of Buddha. There appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other. And there appears Buddha land. Buddha land is shining brightly because of the gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of God or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of the souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits of immortal powers. The spirits of immortal forces. The spirits of real entities. The physical body is the shadow of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is the symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it were not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman rarely needs your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces like a large rock. And you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the two words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pump in a stream. Then you can change your course. The two words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the two words. And Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruit of Buddha's mercy. All of you now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past has already gone by, yet still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both are children of the Buddha and brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is the eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching the rising sun. If you should like to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha land. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All other people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. That world is utopia. All of us will be the light over the sattvas, believing that light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of Bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind, and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. Okay, hello everyone.
Hi.
Today I chose this topic, seminar on defeating infectious disease. Why I chose this topic? Maybe you may be wondering, because the lockdown is almost lifted and the vaccine is now spreading and pandemic is almost ending. You might think so. But in the beginning of this year, we are given the spiritual messages from our goal, space being. Another time he predicted the number of cases is 170 millions currently. But in the beginning of this year, he said that it will go up to 500 million. Yeah. And number of total deaths, currently it's about 3.7 million, but it will go up to 5 to 10 million. Yeah. So we cannot say pandemic is ending. Yeah. It's just halfway or so. And currently the vaccine is prevailing, but I'm sure it will not so effective. Yeah, because the many different kinds of variants will come one after another. This is the nature of virus. So vaccine might be effective temporarily, but after a few months, it stops working. Yeah. And also gradually the side effect of the vaccine will become a bigger issue. Yeah. So we cannot rely on the vaccine. The vaccine will never end the pandemic. So what Master says, how we can end this pandemic? What's the way to end the pandemic? What Master or space beings told us?
Take self-responsibility and increase our faith.
Yeah, we need to increase the number of the people who believe in God. Yeah. The pandemic started from the virus created in the laboratory in Wuhan, China. But taking this advantage, the heavenly angels or space beings, they are trying to open the eyes of the people to the spiritual truths. In any time in the history, there's no age when the people forget to pray to God. Such many people forget to pray to God. So they want to change this situation. So until we change the minds of the people, pandemic will never end. Yeah? So marketing is not a savior. Savior is here in Happy Science, our master. So today we are going to learn in a practical manner the cause of infectious diseases in general, and how to enhance our immunity against it from a religious point of view. Okay. And in Happy Science, you learn that you are a child of God, a child of Buddha, Yeah, so we are created by the light of the Creator. And your essence is not your physical body, but your soul resides in it. Or your mind, the true nature of yourself. You can also explain by using the tree of life. Alcantara is this big drum, right? And your existence is the small flower or the petal of the flowers, petal of the flower on the tip of the small branch. Okay? Although you are very small existence, small being, but your soul is definitely connected to Alcantara. Yeah, so you can say you are a part of Alcantara. You yourself is a part of Creator. So this means you have the same power with the Creator. Can you believe that? Can you believe you are connected to the Creator?
Yeah.
Can you feel that? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the most important thing to protect yourself from virus infections.
Yeah.
And you also learn that you can enhance your immunity by having right faith and pursuing the religious enlightenment. And it is not that you try to cure your illness, but your illness naturally disappears if you retrieve your innate power, the power within, as a child of God. Then you already have the power to heal yourself within. So if you recover this power, the disease disappears automatically. Okay? Master took the example of the river. Your body is like a river. Okay? Is there any river? River Thames. Yeah, River Thames. River Thames is always there.
Right.
But the water of the river is always changing. Yeah? And if you start at the bottom of the river, the water will be cloudy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But if the clean water comes from above and wash away this cloudy water, then the water of the river will be clean again. The same, your body is like a river. The disease is kind of the cloudy water. So your faith, if you receive the light from heaven, it's like a clear water coming from above. And it will flush away the cloudy water to the bottom. Yeah? The same, please have an image like this. Your body is like a water, like a river. Okay, so today we're going to listen to excerpts from Master Oka's lecture, how to increase your immunity. Okay? And let's do some practices. First, let us watch Master Oka's lecture to learn the spiritual background or how infectious diseases come about. Okay, it's about 5 minutes.
It's bad if it spreads, so please don't have too much fear. As it says in this book, in order to increase your immunity, you need the immunity of faith. Your belief in God becomes an immunity. This is one of the reasons why faith can heal illness, and it's been happening since long ago. Faith increases your immunity, and this is a reality. So believe in the power of God and believe in God's protection. If you believe in God and practice His teachings every day, it will increase your immunity. Even if a malignant virus or bacteria enters your body, usually your white blood cells work very hard to combat the germs and viruses. Your body has a system where the white blood cells get stronger, combat, and eat up the malignant invader. Think about those underdeveloped regions with very poor sanitation. You would think that they would all get sick if bad bacteria entered their bodies. But in reality, many of them are fine. Inside our bodies, we actually have the power to fight them. So basically, things like fear and disregard for religious faith will lower your immunity. You can increase your immunity by living a life where you can see yourself as one of God's angels. And as long as you have a mission and pray for protection, then you'll be able to drive out bad viruses. The power of meditation can be effective too. There is a meditation where you see yourself enveloped with golden butter. It's the golden butter meditation. You imagine a block of butter on top of your head. This butter is golden, and it gradually melts and seeps into you, on your skin and into your organs and everywhere, even into your bone marrow. Ancient Buddhists also did this meditation. You can fight against viruses with this meditation. The golden butter comes from Buddha, and you put that on top of your head, and it gradually melts and seeps into your body. If you do this meditation many times or every day, the light will enter you, helping you defeat viruses.
So let's review the lecture. In the lecture, Master told us that fear is what we need to pay attention to. So fear is the worst enemy of your health. He said that infections are related to fear. The fear spreads before virus does. This is a very important thing. Fear spreads before a virus does. So maybe even in London, before pandemic started, people started fear about the virus. Then pandemic started. Okay? And fear tends to attract what you are fearful about. This is also a kind of law, a principle. You attract what you fear. If you strongly wish, I want to avoid it. If you always think about it, unfortunately, you will attract it. So with our fear being the key, we are now going to find and address our fear within. What do you fear? What do you fear? Let's explore in your mind. And to look deep within, let us relax and calm our mind. Okay? Everyone has fear something. That fear will attract evil spirits, negative vibrations, or coronavirus as well. Okay? So before we look deep in our mind, let us relax and calm our mind through deep breathing. So please relax your shoulders. Take any stiffness on your body away. And neck as well. And when you feel relaxed, please start taking a deep breathing. Please take slow and deep breaths. Breathe out long and slowly, as if you are trying to push out any negative feeling, such as anxiety, worries, impatience from your mind. And once you breathe out fully, please breathe in deeply, as if you are trying to take in the Lord's life with fresh air. So now we are going to receive the light of heaven. The Master's guidance will be in Japanese, followed by the English translation.
ちょっと光を入れますので、合唱をお願いいたします。合唱してください。呼吸も静かに整えてください。幸福の科学指導霊団の光流れいる。幸福の科学指導霊団の光流れいる。幸福の科学指導霊団の光流れいる。幸福の科学指導霊団の光流れいる。幸福の科学指導霊団の愛の光流れいる、流れいる、流れいる、流れいる、流れいる。
Put your hands in prayer. Please put your hands in prayer. Let the light flow in from the happy science guiding spirits. Let the light flow in from the happy science guiding spirits. Let the light flow in from the happy science guiding spirits. Let the light flow in from the happy science guiding spirits. Let the light of love from the happy science guiding spirits flow in, flow in, flow in, flow in.
Now you are filled with light. So let us reflect on whether or not we have had fear. In particular, please think of any fear you may have had related to COVID-19. For instance, have you allowed yourself to amplify your worries without realizing it after watching news about the pandemic online, on TV, or on the radio? In particular, when you heard that there were persons infected by the coronavirus in your area, did you get really concerned? When you saw many people wearing a mask on the street or at your workplace, were you increasingly scared that you might get contracted with the virus or you might die if you get infected? Was seeing your work affected by the pandemic? Did you amplify your anxiety by drawing a bleak future, thinking, what if the pandemic cannot be ended? What happens to my job and my income? When you think of any fear, worries, or anxiety you might have had, please write them down on the sheet of the paper you are given. If you find any fear in your mind, please write it down on a sheet of paper. Okay, please open your eyes. Did you find any fear in your mind? Okay. If you find anything, please write it down so you can make it clear. If you don't realize it, your fear is very ambiguous. You don't know, you yourself don't know what you are fearing. But if you write it down, your fear is become very clear. Listen. Please write it on the paper. The paper. Did you write it?
Yeah.
So once you write it down on the paper, please crumple it.
Oh, okay.
Crumple it and throw it away in the trash box downstairs.
Good. Where do we throw it?
Hmm?
Where do we throw it? Throw it where?
The garbage box,
Okay.
trash box downstairs. Don't bring it back home.
No.
You have to throw it away.
Okay.
Then your fear is also
Burn.
yeah. Okay. So when you feel you are haunted by some kind of fear,
Yeah.
it's very important to detect what you actually fearing.
Right.
And once you detect it, write it down, throw it away.
Yeah.
With paper, you also throw away your negative feelings.
Yeah.
Okay, please
Get
do
rid
it.
of it.
Okay, so now your fear has gone,
Yeah.
I believe. Okay. The next step is to switch your mindset to a positive direction. Okay. In the example of the lecture, Master Oka told us that in heaven there is almost no fear. After you go up to heaven, you don't feel any fear. Heaven is the world where everyone can be in relaxation, free of worries. And fundamental principle is for you to bring out the opposite of what you think is hellish. So exactly, the key is for you to be cheerful, be lively, be positive, be affirmative, and think constructively. Okay? So we need our mindset to this direction. Okay? So before we move on, the next practice, we'll watch Master Oka's lecture again to learn how we can switch our mindset in practice.
It's bad if it spreads. So please, don't have too much fear. As it says in this book, in order to increase your immunity, you need the immunity of faith. Your belief in God becomes an immunity. This is one of the reasons why faith can heal illness, and it's been happening since long ago. Faith increases your immunity, and this is a reality. So believe in the power of God and believe in God's protection. If you believe in God and practice His teachings every day, it will increase your immunity. Even if a malignant virus or bacteria enters your body, usually your white blood cells work very hard to combat the germs and viruses. Your body has a system where the white blood cells get stronger, combat, and eat up the malignant invader. Think about those underdeveloped regions with a very poor sanitation. You would think that they would all get sick if bad bacteria entered their bodies. But in reality, many of them are fine. Inside our bodies, we actually have the power to fight them. So basically, things like fear and disregard for religious faith will lower your immunity. You can increase your immunity by living a life where you can see yourself as one of God's angels. And as long as you have a mission and pray for protection, then you'll be able to drive out bad viruses. The power of meditation can be effective too. There is a meditation where you see yourself enveloped with golden butter. It's the golden butter meditation. You imagine a block of butter on top of your head. This butter is golden, and it gradually melts and seeps into you, on your skin and into your organs and everywhere, even into your bone marrow. Ancient Buddhists also did this meditation. You can fight against viruses with this meditation. The golden butter comes from Buddha, and you put that on top of your head, and it gradually melts and seeps into your body. If you do this meditation many times or every day, the light will enter you, helping you defeat viruses.
Did you want us to watch that again?
It's bad if it spreads, so please don't have too much fear. As it says in this book, in order to increase your immunity, you need the immunity of faith. Your belief in God becomes an immunity.
Repeat it.
This is one of the reasons why faith can heal illness, and it's been happening since. It's bad if it spreads, so please don't have too much fear. As it says in this book, you know.
Probably want to go after the meditation.
It's not limited to viruses. There could be an evil spirit possessing the person. So it's hard to say. Anyhow, today's lecture will help you gain immunity against spiritual influences that possess people, destroy the immune system, stop people from living for a long time, and cause illnesses or deaths.
目的で今日はお話をしております。で、まあどういうことかという
So what is it about?
と、はもう
It's basically the same as the phenomenon of spiritual possession. Viruses are very small. They're very small, but it's the same as the principle of possession. So you can make it go away by the same principle. I use the word afraid because actually infections have a close relation to fear. Before the virus comes and possesses the body and begins to weaken, before it comes, there is a feeling of fear towards the infection, whether it's the flu or the coronavirus or another infectious disease.
それを引きつける癖があるので、実際気をつけないと。
The fear spreads first. You have to watch out because being scared attracts the thing you are scared of. It's the scared people who often go to places with lots of people, or when they see someone coughing or someone in their class gets the flu, they immediately think they will get it too. So about fear. Fear is a very strong aspect of hell. Evil spirits, devils, and ghosts can possess people and make them sick, or cause accidents and make people die. But it often begins with fear. When the person becomes afraid, that becomes an opening for the evil spirits to enter. They can open your door and come in. This is very common, so we really need to combat this. There is a lot of fear in hell, but in heaven, there is almost no fear. Everyone in heaven is living relaxed and comfortable. So, for the evil spirits, it is easy to possess people with many worries and strong fears. If you have too many worries, or you think too much about bad things, or you are the kind of person who studied in too much detail, or you are afraid of making mistakes, doing something wrong in routine work, or if you are a researcher who obsesses too much over details, you must be careful. What kind of person do evil spirits have trouble possessing? Well, in a religious sense, it's the kind of people who have an aura. It's golden, and it emanates from people who have attained a certain level of enlightenment, or people who are striving to attain enlightenment, or people who want to give love to the people of the world, not to take love. People who think it's better to give love, or people who always live with goodwill. These people emit light, like a power generator, for people who don't know how to control their minds yet. This means that you do the opposite of what you think is hellish. So be cheerful, be lively, be positive, be affirmative, and think constructively. If you find yourself only looking at other people's negative side and saying bad things about others, do the opposite. You should think maybe that person has a good side too. He said harsh things to me, but maybe there's an element of truth in it. Maybe there's something I need to fix in myself. Maybe he is justified in saying those things to me. Thinking like this will make those needles and nails stuck inside you fall out.
So the first lecture and second lecture was switched.
So it was the other way around.
Switched.
What's it?
Very smooth. Actually, when I was 22 years old, I had a fever. Also, I caught a cold, common cold.
Yeah.
And I had fever of around 39 degrees. And I fell in bed for 1 day or 2 days. And this is the last time I had fever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Since then, I haven't had any fever.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And as you know, I worked for emergency hospital
Yeah.
when I was young. And I was a surgeon, but every winter in Japan,
Yeah.
we have lots of the
People.
patients of
Yeah.
flu.
Right.
Yeah. So I was always asked by the medical doctors,
Yeah.
please lend your hand.
Yeah.
So I was forced to see the
Yeah.
patients of flu,
Oh, wow.
although I was a surgeon. So I met dozens of patients of flu every day. But I never
Caught it.
know. And not only me, most of doctors and nurses never caught flu, although they contacted the patients
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
day. Yeah,
Because they were fearless.
yeah. Well, I don't say we are enlightened.
Okay.
We have aura.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, we don't fear.
Yeah. Fearless.
Yeah, we don't have any fear.
Yeah.
And also, anyway, we have to give love.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the patients,
Right. Of course.
because this is our profession.
Yeah.
So maybe this mindset protected us
Yeah.
from infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think the people that passed away, the nurses and doctors that passed away, do you think they were fearful?
Pass away.
Yeah, you know, from the COVID.
COVID.
Yeah. Do you think they were in fear of their
Maybe.
lives? They were too worried.
But maybe COVID is more powerful than flu
Yeah.
in terms of the infection.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but at that time, I didn't think the reason why
Yeah.
we did not contract the flu.
Yeah.
But maybe this is the reason. We don't care about
Yeah.
flu
Fearless.
at all.
Yeah, exactly. So when you think about it, you attract it.
Yeah. But compared with our days, 30 years ago,
Yeah.
currently doctors and nurses are more careful about the infections,
Yeah.
contaminations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this fear might be weakened their immunity.
Right.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Because they always protected free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, overprotected.
Yeah, overprotected.
Yeah.
They wear
So
goggles,
it becomes mental.
and gloves.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might affect their immunity.
Immune system, yeah, because it becomes low. doesn't it?
Yes. So in the first lecture, Masako introduced the key term, faith immunity.
Right.
Faith immunity. You already know it. Now, this concept, faith immunity, is critical, very important. It is a key takeaway from this seminar. Master said, believe in the power of God and believe in God's protection. And if you believe in God
Yeah.
and practice His teachings every day, it will increase your immunity. Believing in God is not enough, Master says.
Yeah, you've got to practice.
Yes, practice His teachings every day.
Mhm.
So two critical points here are having faith in God and practicing your faith.
Mhm.
So how can you practice your faith?
By prayer and meditation
Mm,
and spreading the word.
Yeah, there are many different ways
Yeah.
of express your faith. Pray to God,
Mhm.
daily prayers,
Self-reflection.
daily self-reflection, and
Giving love.
giving love.
On a daily basis.
何ですか？
Spreading the fun.
プレイありますね。
Helping others, isn't it?
Hmm?
Helping others.
Helping others.
Thinking less of yourself.
Good.
And,
Something else?
and?
Well, spreading the word of God.
Yeah, missionary work.
Yeah, missionary work.
Okay. And? Yukari-san?
Happiness planting.
Happiness planting.
Yeah.
Happiness planting. Yeah, it's very important.
Well, that's history.
Happiness planting.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
誰も言ってないよ。誰も言ってない。
I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
So you can practice your faith in many different ways, depending on your individual situations. And in lecture, Master also said, you can increase your immunity by living a life where you can see yourself as one of God's angels. And as long as you have a mission and pray for protection, then you will be able to drive out bad viruses. So as long as you have a mission, so they have a mission, then you can pray for protection. Then you can drive out bad viruses. Okay, so now we are going to replace our negative mindset that fears infectious diseases with positive mindset, convinced of our nature as children of God. On the booklet, The Guide for Self-Reflection, Master Okawa tells us about our attributes as children of God. And it is my great pleasure to share its content with you now. Okay. So I read out, so please close your eyes gently. And as you listen, please try to discover your strengths. Please try to discover your strengths, which are the embodiment of light you have been given by God. Then the time for contemplation will follow the recitation. So when you discover your attributes of light, I recommend you write them on sheet or paper. The first step for self-reflection is to think about your true nature as a child of Buddha. The most distinctive characteristic of your nature as a child of Buddha is love. Then there is compassion, goodwill, kindness, courage, wisdom, honesty, diligence, a peaceful mind, a heart that blesses others, gratitude, cheerfulness, effort, faith, prayer, abundance, generosity, detached mind, good words, empathy, justice, aspiration, progress, a healthy relationship between men and women, harmony within the family, patience, an unshakable mind, strong will, hope, and open-mindedness. Okay, please open your eyes. Master says that the mechanism of viral infection is similar to that of spiritual possession by evil spirits. What is the mechanism of spiritual possession by evil spirits?
Same wavelength vibration.
Yeah, yes. So when you are negative, you attract the evil spirits.
Mhm.
And not only that, you also attract the viruses, bad viruses as well. So in order to protect yourselves from infectious diseases or spiritual possessions by evil spirits, you need to get rid of any fear from your mind and fill your thoughts with positive energy. So please remember your strengths, your attributes as a child of God. Okay? And remind yourself of them every now and again. And please remember that you are one of God's angels of light who are striving to achieve their missions given by God. Okay? So now we are going to meditate to recover, retrieve our inner contentment filled with calmness and peace instead of fear. So as you already know, your essence is your soul or mind, and not your physical body. And we all are children of God, Creator, who created us with His light. Okay? That is why through yourself is innately shining. Innately shining. So to help yourself feel your brightly shining self, let us practice full moon meditation. Full moon meditation. Okay? So please follow Master's guidance.
Gently close your eyes. Now, consider your mind is round and abundant. The mind is round and abundant. Picture a big full moon inside your chest. Visualize a golden full moon. Your mind is the center of your soul. The center of your soul is called the mind, and it is located around your chest. Now, into this shining full moon that you picture in your chest, concentrate all of your soul. Focus your soul on this full moon. Gather all your consciousness into this ball. You are the full moon itself.
Please open your eyes. How do you feel now? Good. So if you find yourself in the grip of fear or anxiety or worries from now on, please imagine through yourself is a shining, bright, full moon. This is your true self as a child of God. Okay? And you're always loved by the Creator, God. So there's nothing you have to fear. Now we're going to take some time to reaffirm our mission of this lifetime. We were born as one angels of light with a mission to build utopia on earth, right? And the two words spoken by Buddha reads like this: all of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. So all of us could be the light of bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means angel, angels. So we all are the angels of light, the light of angels. And we came here to convey these facts to the people. So currently, we are working on promoting the movie which will be released this autumn. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
The laws of the universe, the age of Elohim. This is the Japanese poster. English one is not available yet. And it is said, righteous people fight. Elohim was born, descended to the earth 150 million years ago. Yes, this is Elohim. Do you know the difference between the branch souls and main soul, main body of Elkantar? Yeah, branch souls. Branch souls of Elkantar have been born to the earth every few thousand years.
Right.
But main body usually just stay in the highest level of heaven. And only in the past, only twice he has descended. The first time was 330 million years ago as Alpha. And you must have seen the movie, The Laws of the Universe, Part 1. And second time was 150 million years ago as Elohim. And the difference between the main body and the branch soul is like the fingers and palm. The branch soul is like fingers. The main body is on the palm, and the palm is directly connected to the body. Like this, main body of Elkantar is directly connected to the Creator. So when Master attained great enlightenment, he became one with the Creator. So he has seen the universes like a small water ball. For us, the ordinary people, this universe is so huge, we cannot imagine the end of the universe. But when Master attained great enlightenment, he saw the universe like a small water ball. And not only one, there are many other small universes, a small water ball of universes floating in the love of God. So this shows that he could become one with the primordial God. But Shakyamuni Buddha or Hermes or other branch souls could not reach that level of enlightenment. Okay. So main body is the closer to the primordial God. Okay, so that's why usually he just stayed in heaven and rarely comes down to this earth. And Master says, so now we have Master here on earth. But he said it will be the last time for the main body of Elkantara to descend to the earth. Okay. So anyway, 150 million years ago, Elohim has descended to the earth around the Middle East area. So yes, and what he taught was what is wrong and what is right, what is evil, what is right. How we can differentiate good and evil. Yeah? That is one of his teachings. And also, how to overcome differences. When Alpha came to the Earth, he invited many space people from different planets. Yeah? And those space people became the origin of the different ethnic groups. Yeah? So after that, different ethnic groups start fighting against each other. Okay? Mm-hmm. And taking advantage of this, evil aliens also targeted the Earth to take over this planet. So the Earth was actually on the verge of crisis at the time. So this is the reason why Elohim decided to come down. And he taught what is wrong and what is right, and how to overcome the differences to create harmony. So at that time, you also descended to the earth and worked together with Elohim. Yeah. So righteous people is none other than you. Yeah? At the time he told you, righteous people, fight. Yeah? And you fought at the time to create utopia together with Elohim. Yeah? And now Elohim has descended to the earth again as Elkantar. And the situation of the earth is actually worse than the age of Elohim. Because when Elohim was here on earth, hell didn't exist. Yeah, hell was created 120 million years ago. Yeah. So when Elohim was here, there was a low level of spirit world, but there was no hell. Yeah. But now, as you know, more than half of people are influenced by evil spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Elohim was alive, there are many people who can communicate with angels while they are on earth. But now, most people cannot do that. On the other hand, there are many who are possessed by evil spirits. So the situation is much worse and dangerous. So we have to fight again to change this situation. So through this movie, we have to remind ourselves of the time of Elohim, and we have to pledge to Elkantar to fight again to create utopia with Elkantar. And also, the name of Alpha, nobody knows. Only Happiness members learned from Master's lecture. But Elohim, his name still can be found in the Old Testament or Jewish holy books. It's amazing. It's already 150 million years ago. His name remained for this long, long time. Why? Do you know why? Yeah. After he went back to heaven, he still continued guiding humanity, yeah, from the heaven for a long time, yeah, until today. So this is the reason why his name was still transmitted from the person to person until today. You know? So we should not forget his effort and his mercy to guide the people, to guide humanity to the right path. Otherwise, nobody knows his name. His name will be buried in the history of human beings. But still, we can find his name in the Bible. It's amazing. And it shows his love and mercy. But unfortunately, in the Bible, Elohim was, let's say, confused with another God, Yahweh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yahweh is completely different God from Elohim. But most of Christians or Jewish people believe they are the same. Not only Christians, but Jewish as well as Muslims. They believe they are the same. But Yahweh is just ethnic God who only care about Jewish people. On the other hand, Elohim is God of the earth. Yeah, the supreme God. But Yahweh said, I'm only one God. Yeah. He said to Moses, there's no God other than me. Yeah. But Elohim admitted there are many other gods. Yeah, but he is the God of gods, supreme God. And nature is also very different. Yahweh is the jealous and vengeful God. But Elohim is God of love and mercy. And characteristics of the teachings, Yahweh, in teachings, there's an idea of chosen people and exclusive. On the other hand, the teaching of Elohim is universal and tolerant and accepts diversity. And idol worship is forbidden in Yahweh belief. But Elohim approved it. Yeah. Do you know why Yahweh forbidden the idol worship?
Because he's the only God, so
Yeah, he's only God, but it's not taught by master. But I just thought, actually, he's a reptilian.
He's what?
Reptilian.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Do you know the appearance of reptilian?
Oh.
Do you know that? Like reptile.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they show his appearance,
Yeah.
people will be scared.
Yeah.
So they don't want to worship it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So maybe he wanted to hide his appearance.
His appearance.
Yeah. That's why he didn't allow the people to make the idol statue of Yahweh or something. And sacrifice. Yahweh required. Yeah. In the Bible, Abraham tried to sacrifice his son. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Elkanah never allowed that. Yeah, of course. And especially in Buddhism, it is forbidden to kill animals.
Right.
Yeah, for
sacrifice.
For sacrifice, for monks and nuns.
Yeah.
Okay, and prayer. Yahweh said, not take the Lord's name in vain. He said, don't call my name. So this is the reason why from the most Bibles, his name was deleted. His name was replaced with Lord or God.
Right.
Now we cannot find the name of Yahweh in the Bible because he said, don't call my name frequently. But Elohim said, call my name when you are in trouble, when you are suffering.
Yeah.
Please call my name. So the nature is totally different. But this kind of belief is flowing into Judaism and Christianity and Islam. And this exclusive teachings is the origin of the conflicts
Yeah.
between the ethnic groups and the religions. Yeah,
That's very interesting.
yes. But unfortunately, so Elohim also gave inspirations to the Jewish people. But mostly they received the inspiration from Yahweh.
Yeah.
Why?
Did they appear at the same time, Yahweh and Elohim?
Elohim has descended 150 million years ago, but after that he still continued guiding the people from heaven. So they exist together.
Okay.
For example, when Moses was on earth, Yahweh tried to guide him. Elohim also tries to guide him. But mostly Jewish people received more inspiration from Yahweh. Why? The key is
Was it because of the history, the fact, that they had to leave Egypt, as slaves and were probably vengeful because of that? Because they were slaves in the Egyptian time, so it's because of that, because the Jewish people became vengeful because of that, because they were actually slaves who had to escape them. Resented the situation.
Yeah, but Elohim also wants to help them, wants to guide them. But they receive more inspiration from Yahweh because the same wavelength attraction. Yeah. The Jewish people at the time were a kind of selfish, only think about their ethnic groups.
Yeah.
They only think about their prosperity, their safety, their happiness, and don't care about other races. So this kind of mindset matches with that of Yahweh.
Yeah.
This is the reason they receive more inspiration from Yahweh. Yeah. Yes. So the same can be said to the people now.
Yeah.
There are many other spirits who want to give, who try to give inspirations to the people. So if we are selfish, if we always care about only ourselves, and if we ignore others' unhappiness, we might receive the different inspirations. So we need to know what kind of God Elohim is, what Elohim Tower is, and we have to tune our mind to this God, not that God. And also we have to correct the wrong teachings that flew into Judaism and Christianity and Islam. This is also the mission of Happy Science. So this movie has a great mission, actually, a great mission to tell the people the truth of Elohim. So now I'd like to show you the trailer of the movie.
Elohim, Elohim, Elohim.
is
Okay.
only short footage
Very.
is allowed to show.
That's a bit of a tease.
Yeah. So please look forward to it, and I believe you can find yourself in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yourself 150 million years ago.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay, so now let us take approximately 5 minutes to contemplate our own mission as one of the angels of light. Okay. So we are entrusted to bring about a golden age for humankind. And we are to lead the movement to do away with anxiety related to our finance, economy triggered by global crisis. So let us consider what we each can do starting today. Please open your eyes. Your mission clear to you? Okay. So when you live your life trying to accomplish your mission as an angel of light, Lord Alcantara is definitely with you. And if the Lord Alcantara is with you, there's nothing that can defeat you. And you have nothing to fear. So please keep this in your mind. And this Saturday, I want to organize the conversation series inviting the Happiness member who are living in Israel and to make her talk about the situation
Yeah.
in Israel and
Yeah,
Middle
that's
East.
interesting.
Please join us. It's starting from 1 o'clock.
When?
This Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday. And you can also join via Zoom. Yes. Okay, and lastly, regarding diseases, Master Okawa told us that the devotee members are able to bring in Buddha's light. That's amazing. The devotee members, so all of you, are able to bring in Buddha's light. Faith will become an immune power and your sickness will be cured. Okay? So devotee members of Happy Science can have such a great power. Okay? So let's be an angel of light and practice our faith to make our immune power stronger and try to increase the number of the people who can share the same power to make their life brighter. Okay, so this concludes today's seminar. So we have completed all the practices planned for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So shall we have a time for discussion?
Yeah. Singing some Zoom.
So if we change from YouTube to Zoom.
There was only online.
Zoom.
You still have it online? Okay, and unfortunately, the connection on YouTube is not very good. It's breaking all the time. The connection on YouTube, unfortunately, is not very good. It's breaking all the time.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
The line, the connection. The connection is going breaking.
I forgot to connect my laptop to the internet. Oh, no, this is the reason.
Now we can still see it, but it was breaking.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it was online, but the connection is not good. It's a shame people are watching. There's some people watching. So. Yeah, I was on my way, so I was on my way at the same time.
Yeah, when I'm online,
Yeah. Well, I think it's okay then.
Oh, it's YouTube. So we are raising happiness funding to promote this movie.
Yes.
And Yukari already made a big amount of happiness funding. 770.
7,000.
7,000.
towards.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it can be. You should mean that.
There's no such. There's no such. We have a still short,
I was
yeah.
sure by how much? By how much?
One unit. No, 1 unit. What's 1 unit? 700?
Yeah, 700.
I think 630. 630. And it was coded to one unit.
Yeah, but it's.
So no. I told you it's not just very all that.
I see what I can put.
To join is important. It doesn't have
Yeah, regardless of the amount, you can join this happiness funding.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I see what I can.
Nana, it's 7. Did you see? Right. Did you see? What's her name? The old one. Let me see.
Oh,
No, I didn't know because that's the other one. Oh, right. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, no, I think it's that too. You're not gonna paint the bed. It's not the same.
okay, so
By the end of this month.
we have to.
Only 50. It's only
So we got a few weeks left.
Yeah.
For what?
It's only 50.
For happiness funding
Oh,
for the movie.
okay. Yeah, probably I put more, a bit more by then.
Only 50.
We got a few weeks.
Yeah, How many taken? So
Only what?
How many taken? Only 50. Only 50. 50. Only 50 names. Yeah.
So yes.
So how many? Do you know how many
50 names.
taken?
50 names.
Do you know how many taken so far? How many people have?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And,
Usually that's the
but still there's
anti-science.
much room. Much space.
What's that? Next week.
It doesn't matter if your name is not on it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
that's like
I'm happy to make a contribution. I really
No, it's not about the names, but it's the closing activity explaining that officially it's going to month, but if 50 people donate at 7,000, the deadline
And
goes
close it.
earlier.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what it
Okay.
is. Yeah, so we've got to name.
Yeah.
We want to build a brand together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that one.
Because sometimes it's your own name.
That's okay.
That's a great, yeah.
Wait a minute. So new level. It's more than the previous one. Try another 700. This one's 700.
Oh, yes.
And twice.
Yeah.
Then it's a
Okay.
Please ask other members as well. It's also important to increase the number of members who join this conference. Not just the amount, but the number of members. Participants is also important.
そこスポンサーになってるよ。
Does anyone see any questions or discussions?
Is there anyone on Zoom? Usually there is, but we never know.
No. I don't find any.
No.
Actually, なんだ He was saying about difference between Yahweh and Elohim, and Yahweh being forbidden to idol worship. I thought one of the reasons to mention to us was because depending on the savior's ability, like some saviors can see the image, some people cannot. So the one who couldn't denied the idol worship, like in Muhammad, I think, in Islam, because he couldn't see the image of God. He thought there is no God and it's wrong to pay. Is that also true?
No, I must say that another reason why they forbidden the idol worship is, for example, in the case of Judaism, they escaped from Egypt. At that time, Egypt was the most powerful country in the area. And they believe in actually Allah. Sun God. Not only sun God, in Egypt there are also many different gods. So they accept the many gods, many different gods, and also a supreme God, and also idol worship. And Jewish people escaped from Egypt, so they didn't want to do the same with Egyptian people. And the same can be said to Muhammad. And when Muhammad started the Islamic teachings, their opponent worshipped the many different gods, and idol worship they had. So if Muhammad did the same, people cannot distinguish his teachings with their own teachings. And also he believes that Allah is too big, and it cannot be expressed as the statue.
That's what my Islamic friends say. They say, oh no, we can't put him in the picture. It's almost rude. They say, we can't do that. We're very small compared to him.
But name Allah, H, derives from Elohim.
Okay.
And nowadays it is believed that Elohim is the general name of God, and Yahweh is the specific name of God.
Oh, okay. Of a God, not the supreme God. Yahweh is not the supreme, he's just a God of many.
Yahweh is the name of God, like Latin.
Yeah, but just think like of many. Everybody has like a
Well, God is just the general name.
Yeah, it's just a
General name.
So where is Yahweh now? Is it where does it sit spiritually in the dimensions?
Actually, I don't know,
I thought it was
but
mine that happened last week.
And it is said that he was born in this country in 20th century as a politician. His name is Disraeli.
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 Prime Minister.
Yeah.
It's a punishment. It was punished.
To help Jewish people to establish Israel.
Okay.
That helped.
But it does confirm. It isn't confirmed, but not confirmed yet, but it might be possible.
Yeah.
Master says.
I think it was interesting when you said, I think the some stage from what I could hear it was breaking that fear is the most powerful weapon of hell. I think it's such an important message that when you put out there, how hellish fear is.
Yes. So, the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, is very good at using control, fear of the people.
Driving fear.
Isn't it what Hitler did as well?
Maybe. Yeah.
It's fear as well. No, to Germany. It's fear.
So it is the strong weapon of devils. They always use the fear.
That's
I've got to be honest, I find.
But you're seeing big, we're told to face it. And Norman Fitzgerald says face it. So it's a little bit miserable. I prefer to face it, like find it, face it, and just deal with it. Because usually the fear is something you need to deal with. But today was different, was to throw it away. So,
but you said turning it into positive mindset, don't you?
no, because the one I'm talking about in Think Big is confronting it and dealing with it. Like the other lecture with texting, like find it out and then deal with it. And Norman Fitzgerald message says, deal with it. Basically,
Deal with
fear.
Yeah.
What you fear, do what you fear most, as he says. Do what you fear most.
Yeah.
Maybe a different angle, but it's just
Yes.
So it's just a different way of handling it. Many techniques. This is kind of fun as well.
Yeah, if you can deal with it and solve it, that fear, so you can face it, use to face it, and solve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's to know it, isn't it?
there are many things we cannot deal with, we cannot control, and we just fear. That kind of fear, we should just throw away.
Or we let him feel control it.
Yes.
And then it's an emotion, isn't it?
I actually find I'm a little bit baffled because I find a very deep disconnect. I'm going through that moment in my mind, the process of Yahweh. I don't get it. I don't, because the thing is, it's not good. Or whatever the God is not good. So how does it exist in even a minor heaven? I find that very confusing and baffling.
But you learn the existence of minor heaven.
Yeah.
The difference between heaven and minor heaven.
Yeah, but it's still heaven.
Kind of, not heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
But it's not, Yahweh's not good to me because he causes conflict between Palestinians and I mean, how is that in any shape or form good? I find a real disconnect.
Yes.
Baffling.
We cannot deny that he is helping Jewish people.
Right.
Yeah. Although he is very harsh to other races and other groups.
Yeah, that's like incredible.
It's still coming from a place of love for a particular ethnic group, really.
Yeah, the problem of minor heaven is they lack love.
They lack love. Right, that's it, yeah, because that's not love. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's called vengeful God.
Yeah.
Vengeful God.
Yeah.
So if you are obedient, he is very good to you.
Okay, so very like.
Yeah, but when you pray to other God,
yeah,
he is jealous.
Yeah, he doesn't want to
punish you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So the Orthodox Jews are in a very bad place then.
I know. It's like
the Orthodox Jews are quite extreme.
Yeah,
very.
And they believe this is the creator. This God is the creator. Yeah. And the creator chose Jewish people.
Really does show why Jewish people are the way they are, though, because they're very tight knit. They're all about themselves only, and they're even. That's what they say. Jewish people sell their mother before they. It's quite extreme. Like they'd sell their mother before they do something.
Well, of course, there are many different kinds of Jewish people.
Yeah. You can't generalize. You can't generalize. It's discernment, I think, is the thing to say.
Yeah.
But anyway, they know the name of Elohim.
But I think really they can see where there is a discrepancy or confusion in terms of Christianity, because I have seen in some Christian prayers vengeful
Yeah.
prayers, and I was always really shocked by
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
And so I can see where there is a little bit of the mix between the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Jesus was mostly he was mostly guided by Elkantai,
Yeah.
Elohim. But sometimes he also received the wrong inspirations from another God.
Confusing.
Yeah, because he himself learned a lot about Judaism when he was young.
Yeah.
So he himself believes that he received inspiration from Yahweh.
Right.
So what was really the intention then of the founder of God in terms of having these two vibrations in a way coming to us?
Yeah. Right.
What was really the intention? Was it to guide people towards, a more loving way of living?
So why Elkantai invited Leptarians to this earth?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's
Yeah. But as we saw in the movie, the previous movie,
Yeah.
The Lord of the Universe,
Yeah.
it is Elkantai who invited Leptarians
I know.
to this earth.
For the science.
They are vengeful and they are aggressive. Yeah. But on the other hand, they are
Progress.
also called God of Progress.
Yeah. For progress, right?
Mm.
So it's finding a balance.
Mm.
Yeah. You can't be too violent. You can't be too energetic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's get things done.
Yeah. I know, it's so confusing. Oh God. Oh my God.
But after 330 years,
Yeah.
the Italians create many problems.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of them already say, live in Alcantara and,
Yeah.
and change their mindset.
Yeah. 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 It says so in one of Master's books.
Yeah. But there are still some kind of Italians who say, I'm only God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alcantara is a strange God. Yeah, I'm true God. Yeah, still such a God.
Yeah.
The problem of Palestine and Israel
Yeah.
will be a big issue.
Mm.
The Master says he is the one, only one who can solve this problem.
I wonder if Master would ever go to Israel.
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Why?
You have to come here first.
Huh?
You have to come here first.
Yeah, but that's where the issue is. There's a problem. I think he's more needed.
But this one, if Master goes to Israel,
Yeah.
it's difficult for him to do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
many problems.
Why? Because no one would listen,
Yeah, no one will listen, so no one.
and he might not return.
Yeah, if a Pisa is big enough,
Yeah.
like Roman Catholics,
Then you would have to support the screen.
Yeah. A support
Screen.
system. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this Palestinian-Israel problem has been going on for years now.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah,
and it's just territorial, really.
yes, and it will burst again into this year.
What will happen? What do you foresee happening there with the Israel-Palestine? What do you think was going to happen?
I think,
Do you think
in
that
my
they're
opinion,
Yeah.
it should be one country.
Right.
So Israel changed its. Now Israel is the country for Jewish people.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But it has changed its motto
Yeah.
to be a country for the people who
Yeah,
live
for the
there.
people, period. Yeah,
So Palestinians,
relevant of.
Palestinians and Jewish
Yeah.
should live
Should
together.
coexist.
Yeah.
Coexist. Yeah.
Yes. Currently, Israel says that Judaism is national religion.
Right.
It is national religion. So those who don't believe it is a second class.
Yeah,
people.
I know people, which
Yeah.
is so wrong.
Mm.
So it's really led by the Orthodox Jews then. It's really led by Orthodox Jews then.
So, yeah.
And I've got a few Jewish friends who are not, believers, strong believers.
Right, Orthodox.
Yeah.
Mm. And Hamas, Hamas,
Yeah.
Yeah, Hamas is, they are also extreme,
Yeah.
extremists, and they don't allow the existence of Israel.
Yeah.
They will distinguish Israel from the earth. And Netanyahu, the current prime minister of Israel, must gave us the spiritual messages regarding the spirit of Netanyahu.
Right.
And he said that he wants to expand the territory of Israel
Right.
and take over the other countries to seize the oil field.
Oh my God.
So that Israel will become a big power
Yeah.
in the Middle East.
Yeah.
This is his true intention. Yeah, so Metatron said that he should be removed.
Right.
Yeah. And recently,
I see.
yeah, he is now, he will be removed soon. But next prime minister will be far right.
Oh God.
Yeah, worse than.
Worse than the one that
Yeah.
How does it ever get resolved?
Mm.
And it obviously gets really worse before it gets better.
Mm.
Incredibly worse.
Yeah.
Probably from the people, I think. You have to come from the people.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that's where the coup comes in.
Yeah,
Mm.
or really, probably like fighting for peace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It would be the fight of the people.
Mm. But there are also many people in Israel who are seeking peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure, absolutely.
In Palestine as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there were a lot of demonstrations, from young people in London, young Palestinians
Yes.
in London, over the last few weeks.
Mm.
A lot of youngsters were,
Yeah, that are protesting.
yeah,
Mm.
demonstrating.
Mm. Must understand both saying,
Yeah.
both version. Yes. So reconciliation of both groups
Yeah.
is his mission.
Okay.
He said, yeah. Only master can do it.
Mm. Yeah. Well, the innocent always suffer.
Mm.
Very sad.
So this movie should be translated in Hebrew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
All
shown,
languages.
And show that.
shown in Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
In all
Yeah, absolutely.
Slightly different question, not to do with similar, but in the CCP leadership, when do you think it will come to an end? Do you have any?
CCP,
Yeah.
the class.
Very soon. How soon is soon? Like,
Yeah,
soon.
recently the wind has changed.
Oh, has it?
Yeah,
Oh,
in
good.
change directions dramatically. Last year, only Happy Science says that the virus came from the laboratory
Yeah.
and it was created as a weapon, bioweapon.
Yeah.
But we blame that they are saying conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
But recently, Daily Mail
Yeah.
released a news. Yeah, the British researcher confirmed that there is the evidence
Yeah.
in the virus
Right.
that shows the virus is created in laboratory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was actually created there.
There was a condemnation that it was a German pharmaceutical company behind it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Wuhan, in China.
So next we need to confirm that this was created as a bioweapon,
Yeah.
and secondly, it was spread intentionally to the
Deliberately.
world.
Yeah.
Deliberately.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And gradually, there are more and more countries starting blaming, accusing China
Right.
of this
Yeah.
pandemic
Right.
and also human rights violation.
Yeah.
More and more countries. Last year, there are many countries just followed the lead of CCP.
Right.
But now, many people change their
They're sort
attitudes.
of like backing off. I wonder if they ever get held accountable. Eventually, I believe they will, but it's just going to take a long time.
The spirit world for sure.
Yeah, without a shadow of doubt. But I wonder in this world if they'd ever be held accountable in this lifetime. It'd be interesting to see because eventually you have to be. Do you know what I mean? That's just the law of.
China is a small country. Inside China, there are many different ethnic groups,
Yeah.
like Tibetans and
Yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely.
And there are also the border near the border with North Korea.
Yeah,
There are people, Manchurians.
yeah.
Manchurians is also the different ethnic groups
Yeah.
from
Okay, yeah.
the
Got time.
general Chinese people.
Mhm.
And in that area, northeast China,
Yeah.
there live the Manchurians, and Mongolians, and Koreans,
Yeah,
and they also want to get independence
yeah, of course.
from
Yeah,
China.
yeah,
And the Xi Jinping doesn't like them
yeah.
because this area is the foothold of his enemy, political enemy. Yeah, so since he became the president, he ignored to funding. He didn't fund funding
Yeah.
to this area.
So it's sort of like minus them.
Yes, so
Yeah.
the economic situation is getting worse and worse.
Right. Oh.
This area used to be the most prosperous area
Oh,
in China.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but now they are marginalized.
so they're sort of like caste.
So people are
Casteways.
frustrated. Recently, special messages from the leader of North Korea.
Yeah.
He said the people in the area is about to burst, about to blow up.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. So most probably CCP will be disintegrated from
Yeah.
the inside.
Yeah, from the inside out. Yeah. That's the only way, really.
Yeah.
If it's going to happen, it has to be from inside out.
Yeah, and from
It have to be infiltrated.
international community has
Yeah.
pressurized them,
Right.
pressurized China.
Yeah.
But how can the world protect itself? Because China or CCP is producing variants of virus, so they can keep producing.
Yeah.
So how can the world defend itself from that? I know we have faith immunity, but physically, how can they prevent that? Because you can do many variants for many
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
How can that be tackled actually?
So we have to disclose the truth that this is the
Yeah.
biological war,
Yeah.
not that pandemic. But
Right.
actually, this is the
It's a warfare.
biological war
Yeah.
caused by CCP.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
Because once that gets confirmed,
yeah,
then they
it's
can't. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Then they literally
Mm.
get.
Mm.
Yeah.
And with
I said in the better. I'm not done.
Yeah.
on the vaccine.
Vaccine,
What is Master's view on the vaccine?
vaccine
That's interesting.
work. It doesn't work. Yeah.
It works.
No.
Oh.
It can work temporarily.
But you know what they're saying? Because apparently my sister, because she has sickle cell, right? So apparently people who have the vaccine have something that affects other people.
Mm.
So it's sort of like airborne. So, like, because my sister has sickle cell, so she was put in the hospital and she didn't get vaccination, but she had a nosebleed and her face was swollen and everything. So she apparently when she's in contact with people who are vaccinated, she gets a reaction.
I see.
So it's weird. It's just like I'm fearful of what's going to happen with this vaccination thing.
Yeah.
Because the reverse.
Many things are still unknown.
Yes, exactly, about the vaccination.
Yeah. Even if
Because
it's
it's
effective, but it's
it-
only
itself.
temporarily because the different variants will come.
Yeah,
one after another.
it's a pain in itself. The vaccination's actually,
So,
oh my God, it's too much.
yeah.
I'm so over it.
Actually, I'm thankful to the effort made by researchers to develop this vaccine.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, it's very short time to
exactly.
confirm the
Yeah.
effectiveness of the vaccine, the side effects.
Yeah. And at some point, they're going to have to find a vaccination for the vaccination, which is like crazy.
Yeah, but as we learned today,
Yeah.
innately we have the immune
Yeah,
power.
that
immunity.
protects this.
Yeah, and immunity can work even for artificial viruses. as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this vaccine might affect our own immunity.
Yeah, I know
Damage your immunity.
that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's going to end up doing. I'm just a bit worried about traveling, right? I don't know how we're going to get. How would we, who don't get vaccinated, travel eventually?
As time goes by,
Yeah, I think it'll just ease off.
And those who promote the vaccine will be accused.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But and also they can't impose that vaccination.
Yeah, they
I know they
can't.
can't.
Human rights. Yeah.
You have to have the vaccine passport to travel.
No, I think they're still fighting against that
No, because
because that goes against human rights.
Yeah.
some countries.
Because there can be
They're
people.
talking about some event, you cannot go in without.
Because not everyone could have that vaccination anyway.
Yeah.
So
The side effect will be a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Soon.
yeah, it is.
But the side effects are
Yes,
quite
yes.
strong. I mean, I'm treating clients at the moment who had the vaccine. I can feel the difference in their energy.
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
switched
really?
up.
Oh my
Really
God.
switched up.
Yeah, not
The one that you don't want to be in.
exactly. No, it's true.
It's just quite dark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's totally
It's quite
true.
dark and
And people say that
What's that?
I took the vaccine,
Yeah.
so I don't fear virus anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's psychological.
yes, I told
yeah.
them.
It's like exactly. That could have been a
After 3 months or 6 months, they will know the vaccine not work at all.
Exactly.
So again, they will be in the grip of fear.
Well,
Exactly.
apparently only 30% of the population have had the vaccine here in this country. No, we're not. 30%.
Only 30.
Yeah. Yeah. So people are still
I
quite
definitely not
skeptical, I
have
guess.
Yeah. But then they are like,
Yeah.
so it is a opportunity for us to tell them
Yeah.
face immunity.
Yeah,
importance of
exactly.
face immunity.
Yeah.
But I had my neighbor and she had the vaccine and she asked me, did you have the vaccine? I said no. And she was like, she was talking to an alien. She was like,
Oh my God, that's so ignorant. You're supposed to be doing that to her.
her reaction was quite interesting. It's like, if you don't have the vaccine, you still be
Yeah,
a threat.
Audacity.
Anyway, we don't care.
Stella, about vaccine. Today
But it was.
we went spreading the virus
Yeah.
on the Liberty Web. And it says China distributed vaccines before pandemic spread.
I know, yes, I know. I heard that last week. Yeah, which was like curious.
That's why
Yeah,
they had many cases anymore.
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Because it doesn't make sense. It came from here. They hardly had cases.
precisely.
Yeah, no one trusted.
And the special messages from the guidance speech of Xi Jinping,
Yeah,
he says that if you take the Chinese vaccine,
yeah.
you will become Chinese.
Oh my God! Like Chinese in the vaccination. You change it.
But even on vaccine,
It's manipulation.
vaccine can affect some protein in the body.
Yeah, it's the body. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Charles told me that there is a case in which the pastor
Yeah.
became an atheist after he took the vaccine.
That's like hilarious.
Yeah, suddenly he changed his personality.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's very possible. The Chinese body
Yeah,
can
no,
change
no,
the
Yeah,
no.
to change. I actually think that is the intention.
Yeah, and it can be controlled
Because it's
by
a mask. It's the mask for something else. It's like to brainwash. Yeah. To change your whole DNA pattern. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, very careful.
Right.
Okay, so shall we sort of Japan from 5:30?
What time is it?
Is it? No, 5:30. Is it? Yeah. I have to write it down. What was that? She mentioned the first. Yes, yeah. Oh my God.
Do you have a cat?
I would if I, in the garden and permission for my niece. My niece has no cat. It's my niece though. Because I think, I'm just there's no access to any garden.
Yeah.
The only garden flat, allowed to have. Only the garden, I think it's only the garden flat allowed to have.
Yeah.
I know it's hot, huh?
I didn't realize we were going to do that one. I was But my place is no access to the back garden and then the road facing. Road facing is 2 units.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. It's kind of secluded, your building's secluded, nothing in the main road. Yeah. On the main road. Yeah. Secluded. But no, mine is skittered on his main road.
Yeah, with the last kitten. I was basically